Welcome, Atlanta United family, to another episode of Resurge Spike ATL, presented to you by Fearless Sports Podcast. Here with Tommy once again. We were unable to be here. Well, I was unable to be here last week, honestly, because some allergy issues, honestly, that I still have going on. But we're just gonna, put that a little bit to the side. Hopefully, I don't start having a coughing attack here in the middle of the show, but. Tommy, how you doing, man? Hopefully, everything's going nothing good with you.
It's terrible. Matt Ryan's gone. This ruined my week, man.
Yeah, yeah, that's been
I
a
don't know.
lot
Matt
with
Ryan's behind
Atlanta.
me. I got Matt Ryan over there. I got Julio over there, and they're nowhere. My wall's just a bunch of ex players. It's depressing. I walk down here and I see Matt, and I just tear up every time.
I feel you, man. I feel you. But yeah, with Atlanta United, honestly, it's been I mean, the
Tears of
last little.
joy.
Yeah, it's been in the middle. It's like, all right, you're gonna make me suffer, but then in the middle, you're gonna give me like some type of hope. You're gonna make me believe that there's something there that could actually happen. But going back to the Charlotte game, which we honestly haven't really talked about on here. It was a game that in the first half it was going in Atlanta's way. Basically the whole 45 minutes. But once I got to the second half, they made some changes, which basically changed the whole aspect of the game. They ended up even getting that first goal against us, which that was pretty huge for them. Even I heard some guys and even ended up getting kicked out of Mercedes-Benz Stadium because they had some smoke bombs in there. Which, I mean, I don't know, man. People are just crazy. People are really
I,
crazy with that stuff.
I mean, it's a rivalry. It's always amazing to me about like when they decide to kick fans out, like at games and like what's like the decider. I was in last year for decision day. I was in Cincinnati, and there are a bunch of guys, and like I've met a few of them, and a lot of them are like playing instruments in the supporter section in Atlanta. They came out to Cincinnati, and they were throwing beer. They weren't throwing beer at each other, but they were just throwing beer in the air like they would in the supporter section
Mm.
in Atlanta. 10 people got kicked out. And like, I don't know, they were able to come back. I don't know if they talked to somebody or they staged a walkout because they got yelled at. I don't know, there's some drama, but I was like,
Damn,
really,
they
this
were
is
actually able to come back.
they came back like and like 20 minutes later. I mean, they were intense, like they
Hmm.
were very intense fans. And but yeah, it's always interesting to see fans get kicked out. I've had quite a few fans or friends that have gotten kicked out of Cleveland Browns games here. So I've seen it.
Honestly, I've never really had that happen. I've had crazy incidents like when it comes to like stadium ones, but no, not to the point where somebody gets kicked out. But yeah, that Charlotte game was like pretty messy, honestly, in the second half. But I mean, they grinded out. Mulroney came in and basically, Almada, it was basically his first minutes officially in MLS with an Atlanta
That
United
Moreno pass
jersey.
though, that Moreno
Yeah, yeah,
pass was
yeah. Moreno
was
was
just
also
something.
like, yeah, definitely. He was also pretty, good coming into that second half. I mean, the changes that Gonzalo made basically were, we have to get these 3 points. Now going into what happened this past weekend against Montreal, I mean that was a bittersweet moment, honestly, for like all the fans when it comes to like what you wanted. Because what you saw like the first 15-20 minutes, it's all right, it's a team that wants to get in the front foot, that wants to get, you know, some goals. We saw from the pressure, that Joseph Martinez goal, but afterwards, man, it was a mess after that one play where off the corner kick, man, they basically ended up giving a goal. Like how does that happen, man? I don't think I've never seen that, not even in like freaking Sunday league.
Well, first off, I think go back real quick to the Charlotte game. I think the new term should be let them hang around and find out. Like, because that's what
Yeah.
happened. You let them hang around, and you had so many opportunities, and maybe they weren't grade A scoring chances, but they were creating opportunities, which was what you wanted to see. They just weren't finishing it. And maybe that's where, not having all these guys in full time, like, um, you know, not having Aruju, Amada, not having those guys in. I mean, Moreno, did Moreno come out? Yeah, Moreno came off the bench too, I think, right?
Yeah, he did in the second half.
And then Sosa, like you didn't have all these guys in, and
Yeah.
it was just been sloppy. It was just sloppy overall. Just couldn't finish anything. Yeah, and even didn't Moreno even came in too. So yeah, I mean, this has been Atlanta United. You let a team stay in the game, you're gonna blow it. And this is different from other early Atlanta United teams would go and they'd get that first goal. Everybody would quickly try to attack, and then we would just counter and run up the score. We haven't got that yet, for sure. And it seems like there's definitely a mental block on this team, and it's been here since especially last year, where once they score a goal, they turn it off for like 10 minutes, and you can't do that here. And it's just constant. We score a goal, they score a goal, and I mean that goes back to the second half of last season. Um, every time we get momentum, they would take it right back. So it's been very frustrating. I think just in general. However, with Montreal, I mean, I expected like a 4-0 win. They're coming off Champions League. They literally started the same roster that they did,
Yeah.
4 nights ago, 3 nights ago.
3.
Wednesday, yeah, they played on Wednesday,
Yeah.
and then they played on Saturday. Like they were exhausted, and maybe it showed a little bit, towards the end of the game there, and that's how we got back into it. But I don't know. It just I like what they're doing on set pieces. I'll put it there. I like what they're doing. It seems like there's creativity on the set pieces, which is something we haven't seen literally ever.
Offensively,
Offensively,
but
right?
yeah.
Wait, I like what they're doing. They're creating plays. You're seeing guys moving around. Like it's like okay, they've been practicing. That's great, but they haven't practiced when shit goes bad, and shit went bad. It went real bad. I mean, it just was rough to watch. Then you're like, how does this happen? I saw someone from MLS tweet like not even San Jose Earthquakes could do something as stupid as what we did. I was like, oh yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was definitely like a mental breakdown, after that first goal, honestly, and that's what honestly Atlanta United is lacking, that basically that mentality to be able to come back. I mean, they have been able to come back, these last 2 games, but you look at the opponents that they're facing. I mean, it's a how do you say basically a half beat up Montreal team, a Charlotte team, which it's a new team, an expansion team.
But we're beat up.
Uh,
But we're beat up. Like I
yeah, we are
I
as
I
well.
would say
Yeah,
that this is, early MLS is usually a disaster. You don't see teams generally just straight dominate, right? Like that doesn't happen. And like I was just looking at like the standings. Like in the West, like you got two teams that are, 3-0-1. And then really, again, then you got another 3-0-1 with Philadelphia. Like there's some good teams, I mean, that are there, but everybody's a disaster. You've got everybody with visa issues. You've got people with early knocks on the season, or people joining teams late. So, like, I've seen the criticism of a lot of local radio guys saying like, "What's going on with this team?" Like, it's early MLS. The points count the same. I understand that, but we are getting the points. And yeah, it's ugly as hell. It's very ugly as hell, but we're still
Mhm.
getting the points. And that's really what matters. At the end of the season, if this team looked like this and they were still getting points, I would not be, I would be saying the complete opposite. Like, where the hell has this team been playing together for the entire season? We're a month in. Almada's had two practice, a week of practice, a week and a day of practice with the squad. I mean, Morini's coming back. I mean, all these guys are coming back from injury, but like, this next game, and I don't remember who it's against. Is it
Yeah,
Cincinnati? No.
DC.
Oh, DC.
It's DC.
Like you're on the road. DC's started out okay, but they've also been playing really shitty teams. Like this is an opportunity to go into DC and look like a team, and you might have Aruju available,
Yeah.
which could be awesome. And Chol I saw has been getting worked on. Arujo and Troll just keep putting each other in their Instagram videos I've been watching.
Yeah, I
They've
see
been
that as well. Yeah.
Yeah, they've been getting attacked, but, like, you've got Almada. I mean, the only guys that are gone now, correct me if I'm wrong, is it's what? We got Joseph,
Ronald, Joseph, Miles. That's
Miles. I
all.
think that, I think one of the kids got called up, right? Or was it
Oh,
in,
Caleb Wiley to the U20 camp, I believe in Argentina.
yeah, so you've got, 4 guys away, but, like, I don't think that really could take away from what they wanna do, out there on, with I'm sorry, with Arujo, with Almada. I mean, like, that's the most important thing is,
Yeah.
figuring out what Almada needs to where he's going to play, and I think that's still a huge question of where does he play? Um, and he might just be the rover, just running around everywhere and playing every position like Barco did. But
Yeah, I
man, what a
mean,
banger of a goal, right? Like, I did not
yeah, that
expect
that
that to
was
go
pretty
in.
sick, man. That was honestly like a way to actually like make an introduction. I mean, he had been playing like he wasn't standing out, honestly, in my opinion. Like he wasn't the top player, at that moment. I don't think any player honestly was the top player at that moment once he actually made that in. But then once after that came in, man, like that momentum started coming and uh he started playing good. I mean, I feel like he's gonna start, he's got these 2 weeks basically, I know it's not a lot of time, but I feel like he's gonna end up starting, basically having a good chemistry with the rest of the team. We have Josh over here saying, if you would have told me before the game against Montreal at home that we'll get a point, I would have been extremely disappointed. But don't let the miracle at the end distract you from that. The fact that yeah, we didn't really talk about that, honestly. The fact that Miles Robinson honestly ended up getting a PK for some bullshit, honestly, call that I feel like that wasn't a penalty, man, or a red card, or for honestly, it wasn't even a foul to be. That's what I feel like, man.
Our center backs have been complete garbage this so far this season. You've got
Franco,
we have the
that Charlotte
Franco.
game, Franco was awful, man.
Uh, well, yeah, I would say. Well, now he's hurt again, so we'll see if he's
Yeah.
okay. But I mean, that Colorado game with Franco was absolutely bull. And then you've got, the Miles, 2 yellows where the yellow didn't even need to be done. Like we were down 3-0 or 2-0 at that point, and um, he it was not even needed. And then he does this, and he was aggressive on that. I don't think it should have been called, but definitely I thought that it was just something that didn't need to happen. He could have backed off a little bit, and he didn't, and he got penalized for it. I am sad that, especially if Franco's hurt and Miles is gone, that's really a lot of defense that you can't work on. And I think that is probably one of our most important parts here is working on the defense, just in general. But it was good to see Sosa back there. It was good to see Sosa in the game, for sure. I didn't even think that he was going to end up getting in there, but I mean, like, it's going to be important for him too to get work with these center backs, because I mean, we need as much help as we can to prevent these silly goals. But I don't think you look at this Montreal game, and I agree. Like a point is disappointing, but you don't win these games last year. There's no chance you win these games where you tie it
Yeah,
or score the game winning
exactly.
goal in the last couple of minutes of the game. This team did not have that heart. Yes, we did it against Montreal last year where Moreno hit that awesome header in to win the game. I think it was like the first game back with all the fans, right? Like that was badass. But
Mhm.
like since then, we have not seen anybody be able to we haven't seen this fight from a team. I thought they were dead. I mean, they did not do anything in that first 20 minutes of that second half. They looked like garbage.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, Josh says over here we haven't seen the best 11 out there yet. I mean, yeah, obviously, I mean, there's a lot of guys that are missing. I mean, Sosa's definitely a starter out there.
Is he
Araujo,
though?
obviously,
Is
I
he?
feel like he is, man. You know, I don't know if I don't know, man. I feel like I'll end up having to sacrifice Rossetto over Sosa.
I mean, isn't Sosa usually in the Alonso spot?
Yeah, but I don't think. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot coming up. So I mean, what you have U.S. Open Cup, which actually I was looking at Ticketmaster earlier, and the MLS or the U.S. Open Cup website, and it was saying that Atlanta United should be having a match between April 21st to the 23rd. So it's between Tuesday and Thursday, and what is showing up on the website on Ticketmaster, it's saying that it's against the Pittsburgh Riverhounds, I believe, and that's
Oh,
in their
they're
stadium.
I've gone. How did they decide? I think the first round just finished.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. Cause some to what I read in the website, it was saying that some teams, like MLS teams, go into like a certain round, like the third round, which that would be like Atlanta United. Basically is determined by like how high you're seated.
Oh, maybe
Um,
they just get grandfathered into certain teams, and other teams are. I was at a U.S. Open
yeah,
Cup
like the
game
top
on
seeded
Thursday.
like the top seeded are the ones that are basically going into the fourth round. Yeah, because Atlanta's playing in the third round. So, yeah, they're playing over there. I mean, so you're probably gonna go get to watch them. So,
I went to Open Cup, an Open Cup game on Wednesday, yeah, Wednesday night. It was pretty cool. It was Cleveland SC against FC Chicago, I think. FC Chicago Club. I don't know. It was just two bad teams playing in the rain. Cleveland tied it in like the 90th minute, 91st minute, and they ended up winning in extra time. It was amazing. It was so much fun. There was like 75 people at this game. I'm not exaggerating. There was like 75 to 100 people. I was just sitting next to a guy drinking a beer, and he was just having his flares, and he was just having a fantastic time. So it was cool to definitely see an early round Open Cup game, and I think we're gonna get a second one now since we won.
yeah, yeah. So, yeah. Now that I see that we got a little bit more people connected, like I said, because I don't think many people really know about this. The fact that Atlanta's gonna be playing in the third round of the U.S. Open Cup, which is gonna be played between April 21st to April 23rd. So, and that's gonna be, like I said, most likely in Pittsburgh. I don't know why it's listed on Ticketmaster that is gonna be that Saturday, the 26th, I believe, and the 27th they play against Cincinnati or somebody, but some team in the North.
It'll be a
But
midweek game, I'm sure.
yeah,
There's
right. I mean, the
usually
U.S.
usually
Open Cup
midweek.
games are always in midweek, so that's why. And I looked it up because I was like, I was gonna post about it, and I was like, oh, but then I actually started like looking into it, and I'm like, no, it doesn't start until um, or it doesn't happen, in unless it's midweek. But we have Melvin Emery over here saying, "What's up, guys?" Nah, nothing much, man. Just
Melvin,
honestly, man, I'm just waiting for that Mexico and USA game for the qualifiers, man. That's what I'm really waiting on.
I'm waiting on for Ronaldo to show up. Where's Ronaldo? We got a Ronaldo, right? And
Yeah,
I mean, it's funny that they did that for sure.
yeah,
I like that. Usually the first thing I do, and I haven't done it yet, is I usually go into FIFA and find Ronaldo. I would have found him and put him on the team, see what his stats were. Uh, that's important to me. But yeah, I know nothing about this guy except that he uh, can play striker and he can play on the wing, which is what we've been talking about literally for months. Like that's the kind of position that we need is somebody that can, play both. And I think that's going to be very important going forward because, you know, I love Moraine, but that's it. That's the only guy we got that's going to come in late and help this team out. Ronaldo can
yeah,
come in here and do a couple things. Even if he gets a goal or two, I guess his contract is what's really important, but
yeah.
that's probably
Hey,
the only thing.
so what I know as well, I mean, I don't remember the lineup because I know I ended up watching that game a little bit late. When Atlanta United was down there in Mexico for preseason, and to what I heard, he was actually in the starting lineup, and he actually scored against Atlanta United. To what I also know, they were also already scouting him, and that's why I guess they made some type of arrangements, to be down there and like I guess kind of scout him a little bit closer to what Bocanegra I believe said. So I don't know, man. Hopefully he's actually a worthy piece to come in here and actually, you know, make something happen. Um, we're gonna have a deep squad, man. I mean, this team, I feel like, without a doubt. I know, earlier or preseason, we were talking with Jason, and we asked him like if this team is gonna be fighting for both titles, or yeah, for basically for U.S. Open Cup and MLS Cup, or even Supporter Shield. I mean, it's still early on, but honestly, I get two shits about Supporter Shield, man. I mean, I really could care less as long as Atlanta United is in between like second place and fourth place. I mean, I feel like they're in a good position, man.
Yeah,
Um,
I wouldn't be too concerned, about Supporter Shield. I mean,
yeah,
I
I'm
I
not
do want
either.
Open Cup. I do want U.S. Open Cup. I think that this team is definitely going to prioritize this. I don't know if Frank De Boer really. I know they won it, but you looked at some of the lineups that they set. You know what? I'll say that. You know what? I change that. I think Frank really wanted that trophy, and he definitely pushed for it. And usually he put some strong squads in there, but Tata did not. He had a lot of guys on the bench waiting to come in, but it was nice to see that Frank, was able to really push for the Open Cup. And even during that Open Cup run, there were a couple times where there were international breaks, and we didn't have Joseph. We didn't have quite a few of our really good players at the time. They were getting called up, and our what Golden Boot is he tied for it? U.S. Open Cup MVP Brandon Vasquez is just dominant. Like he's coming into it, and I can't be any more happy. I'm so happy for him because he was just such a good guy to come in, and I know he didn't do a lot in MLS games. I don't even know if he scored an actual goal with us in MLS, but Open Cup, man, you can't say that there was a person more important on that trophy than Brandon Vasquez.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, a lot of that second unit, basically from Atlanta United, from that 2019 year. I mean, it was crucial. Even Justin Merrim, coming into that second part of the season. I mean,
He
he
played
was
in those
pretty
games.
crucial. Yeah, he was crucial. I mean, in that semifinal against Orlando, even in the final as well. Um, in that last
Oh,
phase
didn't
of
Emerson
USA.
Hyman score? That I think he scored the game winner. I think Hyman scored the game winner in that one.
And which one?
In the Open Cup semifinal. I'm pretty sure he scored the game winner.
I think Remedy scored one, and
I think he scored one
no.
too. I think you're right.
Yeah, 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 yeah. You're right. Yeah, you're right. Hyman scored the other one. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, he's definitely having a season, in Cincinnati. Alec Hahn is another one there, as well, which left to Cincinnati. Which, I mean, that was a tough loss, honestly, because I don't know. They brought all these guys, but I don't all these other goalies, which I don't know for what reason, honestly, man. Um, I don't even think that any of them are gonna end up replacing Brad Guzan at the end of the day, man. They're gonna end up bringing some other goalie, somebody, with some type of experience. Who knows, man? They may end up bringing, a good freaking. Imagine, man. I don't know, man. I'm just making that stuff up, man. Imagine if they bring like a Kaylor Navas or like a type of player like that, man. Like a goalie that's like a star,
Not a
man.
ton of money. Not a ton of money. We need salary to go other
Yeah,
places. This is our problem. We don't need a ton of money in here. Brandon
yeah,
Vasquez celebrating his goal in the rain against Columbus. Is that the game? The Open Cup game, Josh?
yeah. It
Well,
must
well,
be
well.
Brandon.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty
cause I
sure that
don't.
it
Yeah,
was.
yeah, cause I don't. Cause if
Well,
he's talking about the when that you said that he hasn't scored, I mean, in MLS, yeah, Open Cup, yeah, yeah. But yeah, Brandon Vasquez, man, he was a player, man. I feel like I mean, he was like a Tito Villalba. I mean, we always talk about him, man. He was like that player, man, that just was the that second part, changer basically, man. He basically changed everything. Yeah, he scored a brace the same day, that same day.
He did score a brace.
Yeah.
What a good time that was. What was that? That was 2019, right?
Yeah. Yeah, man. I actually went to that US Open Cup final, man. That was really something, man. But yeah, man, going into what we were saying a little bit ago, man, the Mexico and the US game, man. What man, US Nationals, the US Nationals Twitter is, man, freaking crazy, man. Like, I don't know. I don't understand it. I don't comment on it because I keep up with it, but not to the point where I would comment on it because I'll probably end up looking stupid or somebody gonna end up making fun of me. I'm from Honduras where, we're freaking last, so I don't even have no damn right to freaking talk. I wouldn't even be damn talking right now. So let me just shut up. But like I said, man, um, there's a lot of speculation, honestly, on the Mexico side as well. I've been listening to a lot of like ESPN in Spanish and all this stuff. There's a lot of people that are actually scared that Mexico's also gonna end up going into what's it called, man? To like
Elimination game,
yeah, to the elimination
like
game,
Italy did
yeah,
today.
like
Like
how it happened
Italy
in,
did. Oh God, you saw
well,
Italy lost today, right?
they're eliminated completely. I mean, they're gone. So
I
I mean,
know.
that's something that it would be harsh for, honestly, both teams, or more, I feel like, for the US, given the fact that, I mean, they didn't qualify last season. But also, you look at it, and Mexico's also got that happened to them as well in 2014. So man, I feel like this game is gonna be crucial, man.
We're
This is gonna
shorthanded.
be tough. There was an interview that I saw that to the end did to Christian Pulisic, and this is what he said. That's the first thing that he said. He's like, man, it's gonna be a dogfight. That's what it's gonna be. That's exactly what he said, and honestly, man, that's what I expected it to be, because both teams are gonna go at it, man. They said that a little bit over 50,000 tickets were sold. So I mean, there's gonna be support there without a doubt from the fans. And
Stupid Mexican fans. Like
yeah, man,
this.
I don't know, man. Especially with everything that's happened right now. There was some stuff going on in social media as well, with the whole chants as well, that they were going to be going on. I don't know if
Oh, they'll
that's
go
gonna
on if
play.
they're losing. If they're losing, it'll happen. If they're winning, they're
Exactly,
gonna
man.
shut up.
Exactly what I was gonna say. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like that's gonna end up playing a part, which it's dirty, man, and it's shitty, honestly. But
One second. Hey Josh, if you're on here, see, I was Atlanta United posted me at that crew game. Uh, there's me. I ended up meeting some Atlanta United friends I've actually still hang out with when I come down and tailgate. But I was at that game. There was an hour and a half rain delay. I had to drive home and work the next morning at 7 in the morning. So it was a great time. Sorry,
yeah,
I got
there
distracted.
was.
I got distracted.
Hey, man, I don't know what it is about these U.S. Open Cup games. Same thing happened 2 years in a row. It got, or no, it was 1 year in a row that, or one year, and then the other time, I don't know what happened. But they ended up like freaking canceling the games midweek as well, because they were playing Charleston Battery here as well.
The
Dude,
field was bad. The field was
yeah,
bad. There was a
yeah,
storm, and the storm moved everything around, and it was like there was like puddles, and then there was just sand. I remember looking at the field, and they were talking about it, and then it got delayed a week, and they moved it back to Atlanta, but
yeah,
they didn't allow
yeah,
Atlanta to have any fans, and that team almost came back and beat them.
yeah.
I think Atlanta came back in like the 80th minute to tie it and scored the winner in like the 85th. It was something crazy, absolutely
Yeah,
crazy. I love Open Cup.
it was actually that 2019 year, I believe. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, but I mean, going back to the U.S. game, Miles, man, I feel like he's gonna have a crucial game, man. Either he steps it up, man, or if he doesn't have a game where the fans are, or even Greg Berhalter doesn't trust him enough. I mean, he's gotten the credit to where he's gonna be a starter. I feel like, but club wise for Atlanta United, I feel like he hasn't been really solid the start of the season.
Maybe it's mental. I mean, also he's played a lot of games. I saw some people say he's been playing, really didn't have a huge break because as soon as, Atlanta United ended, there was another international break like right after the season, right? And then there was a whole other internet. I mean, that's when he played in the snow and then the 10-degree weather. And then yeah, then he was, late to training camp and, honestly, I said when he got that red card, it's like maybe he just wanted a break. Maybe he just needed some time off, but the team has looked off. And, I'm hoping Miles looks okay. I am extremely concerned about tonight's game because there's a lot of people missing. There's a lot. And, like, I think someone just got out because of possible COVID. They kept him out. One of the backs. Uh, this will
What
take me
about
5
Bello,
seconds.
man? You think he gets the start tonight?
Oh, yeah, I forgot he's there. Well, so Reggie Cannon is not playing. He was kept out of training. So I
Uh,
don't know if that means he's not going to play. Um,
if it's COVID issues, is that he's definitely out. I don't see him. I don't think they'll bring him in.
It's scary. I mean, this is a big game, but Panama on Sunday, that's the one. That's the one you got to win. You got to win. You got to beat Panama. If you beat Panama, I feel okay. But for some reason, that game scares me as well. But who knows? This is
Maybe what, Costa Rica?
hmm I think
Yeah,
I think
that's
I think they're gonna get. I think they need 4 points. I think like four like officially guarantees that they're
yeah,
in. I think that's
yeah.
it. So if we get nothing today, I'm gonna worry until Sunday because that's the kind of person I am. But then hopefully we won't beat Panama and someone else loses, and then
Guess
we
what,
clinch it
man?
with.
Bold prediction: U.S. wins 2-1. Tata Martino doesn't end up, being the coach by the end of the cycle, by the end of the qualifiers. That's what I believe, man. That's what I
That
think.
that'd be
That's my
scary.
bold prediction. Yeah, that would be scary, honestly, for the Mexico fans, man. I mean, like I said, given the fact, like how I was saying a little bit ago, that in 2014 they had to play that qualifier against New Zealand, I believe. Uh, so neither team, honestly, I believe, wants to be in that position. They're both tied in points, so I felt quality wise, US got a little bit of edge, honestly, but
I would if we didn't have the injuries. I would say that we probably do with
yeah.
all these
You
injuries.
think Pulisic starts?
I mean, he's best as a super sub, in my opinion. I just don't think that he's a very good. And I say the same with Chelsea. Like, I don't think he's very good when he starts against Chelsea either.
Yeah, I
Um,
definitely think that as well.
so Herrera plays for Mexico, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
future MLS player Herrera, right? When
yeah,
he's coming in the summer, right?
yeah. To Houston.
Yeah, just to see how that all works out for them. I hate that guy so much. It's just I don't like him. I don't like him. I don't like the goalie. I forget his name, but
Ochoa.
I never wanted to punch a guy more in the face, except when they played Campeones Cup. That dude just would not shut up. Would not shut up. Was just always whining, and his
Nah,
permed
but
hair.
Ochoa wasn't playing for Campeones Cup. Yeah, he wasn't
You
there.
sure he wasn't?
Nah, he wasn't. I know because Ashley went with a buddy. He's like, no, or we were watching it with a buddy. He's like, no, man, I can't believe like he wasn't playing because they actually brought him in like that same week or like the Sunday, I believe, and that game was like midweek, so he didn't start. But
Then
he
maybe it
was
was just.
there. He
I
was
think
there,
you
but
know
he,
what? I think it was in Champions League.
yeah, yeah, it had to been there. Yeah, because yeah, Campeones Cup, I know for a fact he wasn't there because
What's his
yeah,
name?
Ochoa, Memo Ochoa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh no, well it was this guy. I hate. Yeah, this was the goalie at the time. I don't remember his name. But I hated him. Oscar Francisco Jimenez or whatever. Yeah. I hate everyone on the. Never mind. Just we can keep going.
Yeah, no, I feel you, man. Honestly, I feel that hate, man. Because definitely, man, when there's a game, when it comes to the qualifiers, man, especially, man, given the fact, and I'm not trying to like, rub salt on the wound or anything, but man, the U.S. given the fact that the talent that they have, man, and they shouldn't have missed the Olympics. They shouldn't have missed the last World Cup. I mean, it's a team that, you feel like it's got the potential and the talent to be there in the World Cup and actually give a fight to these, to the top South American teams or European teams. Given the fact that more than half of them, or basically the whole starting lineup, or other than Miles, I believe, and a couple other players, or given the rotations basically are MLS players, but then the rest are playing in Europe. All these guys have the talent, they have the skills.
Yeah,
It's just, I mean, whether you're able to put that together.
yeah. This is going to be something. I mean, if we go what 3-0 in the last three games against them. Wait, is it 3-0? I think we already are
They
three
are
and zero,
three and
right?
no, they can make it four today.
Yeah, that stupid cup that we pretended was a real thing there for a little bit, and
Yeah,
then
that Campeones Cup, or no, not
uh
the Campeones Cup, the Nations League.
Nations League. That
Yeah,
that was the that was probably that's probably my top three games to watch of all time. Like
yeah,
I don't even want to go back, but literally that thing had everything. It had everything in it. Fans throwing stuff, Pulisic taunting everybody. There was a dude
yeah,
that jumped on the stage during halftime with the announcers from
yeah. There
Paramount,
was
and then jumped off
penalties.
of it.
Yeah,
Then he
penalties,
jumped
red
off of it.
cards, everything. There was absolutely everything in that
Red
game.
card. They stopped the game for all the chants. Like at the end
Yeah,
of that game, like I was like mentally exhausted. I was like, this is the best thing I've ever watched ever. Like I don't care about the trophy. I just care about everything that happened before the trophy.
yeah. But I mean, this is definitely going to be a statement. I mean, if I feel the U.S. is going to make more of a statement if they win, honestly, man, because not many teams have won the second in the World Cup qualifier. There's only been two, I believe. Um, yeah, Honduras and Costa Rica, but there is, I don't want to call them lucky wins, but I mean, you go there to the second man and get 3 points. I mean, dude, I remember Spain. I mean, I'm talking about 2010 Spain right after they won the World Cup. I remember them coming to play in the Azteca. I mean, Xavi Alonso, Busquets, Puyol, Casillas. I mean, talking
You're just
about
naming people.
freaking.
I don't know.
Dude, no, I mean, I'm talking about like world legends, man. They're like, I mean, freaking like legends of the game, honestly. And these guys like came to the Azteca, played Mexico, and if I'm not mistaken, they ended up with a draw 1-1. And I'm like, dude, I mean, these guys are freaking like a super team, man. Like, I mean, you're putting like at that time, it's basically like all the best players in the world playing in one team. So playing, like I said, I mean, in the second is not easy, but I mean, if that like I said earlier, man, my bold prediction 2-1, Mexico loses, man. U.S. get that win, and Tata Martino is probably going to be out of a job by the time that that these qualifiers are over. So that's my statement, man.
Yeah,
Like
Could be
somebody
fun.
said over here, man. Josh said it. He should have stayed in Atlanta, man. Should have stayed here, man. What would have happened, man? Like given the, I feel like that's always been the conversation, man. Whether if Tata would have stayed, if
I
he
think the
would have won
squad would
U.S.
have been
Open
run
Cup,
better, but I think you also, I mean, you saw those articles from Felipe.
yeah,
The drama between him and Boca was extreme, and who knows what that roster would look like. He didn't want Barco. He
Mhm.
didn't want Barco at all, and he went and got him anyways. And sometimes you almost look at this and be like, I don't know what Pineda's opinion is on Almada, but this happened before he came. This was already a thing. Like they were already
Yeah,
working on that deal. So um, I don't know. It's interesting to think about, like what would have happened, but you know I don't know. Definitely we would have been a little bit more solid. We probably, who knows, we would have won MLS Cup. I mean, we were almost. I mean, we were a PK away from and an injury of Joseph away
yeah,
from back to MLS Cup. So I mean, the same things could have exactly happened. It just would have been a little bit prettier to watch, right? Like, I mean, it wasn't a pretty team to watch that year, especially until Joseph got on that scoring streak, right? So yeah, it's who knows. I mean, whatever. We've got to this point now, and I think that overall we could be happy. And I know people are freaking out, about how he looks so far, but get back to me in the summer. Like this guy, this Ronaldo isn't even old enough for the U22 spot, right? Like he's old. I think he's 25, right? So we don't have to worry about that position being filled. We still have that spot. So whatever we need in the summer, we can just go get. We can go get someone. Hopefully, a youth to come in with that spot, and for a fact they're gonna. I mean, hopefully there's no issues, renewing Eric Lopez's loan because he's still out on loan. But long as you can get him back, I mean, long as you can keep him out on loan and you can go bring someone else in, hopefully you sell Lopez at the at the mid window there. But yeah, I mean, I think you're more than fine, and uh, yeah, it should be exciting. Oh, here's a whole Tata, very long comment.
yeah. That he should have stayed, but in hindsight, I'm glad he didn't. He doesn't
He
rate
gave
young
Carlton
players for
some
the
minutes
message.
though. He did give
Yeah,
Carlton some minutes. Bello had what, like two appearances that first year. I know because my first ever game that I went to in Atlanta, Bello had his first start, so it was cool to see. How young he was and getting his first start. But yeah, true on Robinson. He was not a fan of Robinson at all. Um, and yeah, Carlton, I mean, got a little bit. And weird that Carlton, I don't think we ever talked about this. Weird that Carlton played against Atlanta in one of those. Didn't he play on the other side against in one of the
yeah.
preseason
Well,
games? The one in
one of the
Atlanta.
friends. Yeah,
He went
I don't
from
remember
Atlanta
who was it.
United to the clubs to trying to break into the White House and then all the way back to the minors, baby.
Yeah, man. Hey, like how you were saying a little bit ago, man, given the fact that it's barely the start of the season. August, man. August has been so crucial for Atlanta United every single time, man. 2019, I mean 2018 was just a golden year overall, man. 2017, I mean, it's a team that's barely, starting to get rhythm together. Like I said, 2018 is that golden year where everything was just golden. 2019, um there were some bumps in there, and obviously that at the end, but once it came to these last couple or last year, August, once Heinz left, Bra Valentino came in. They had that run with him, and then Pineda came in. Also, ended up winning a few, um, a few games in there. August, man, or that summer stretch, July, August is gonna be so crucial for Atlanta.
Well,
be
hope we got
able
the
to pick
injury
up
bug knocked
points.
out of you now. I mean, that's
Hopefully, man.
it's staying
Hopefully.
healthy is going to be important.
Yeah, man. So, I mean, all we could think right now is, basically try to get the squad back together. I mean, try to get them healthy, prep them well, so there's no injury prone or anything like that. Uh, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's all we got, man. We're kind of in just a just bored state right now. I like the international window. I think it's fun, but yeah, we're just we got a week and a half left to just get a game in, and yeah, I don't know. This DC game is going to be interesting. I don't think we've won in that field yet, right? Oh no, we did win one. I think it was the year after they opened. I think we did win a game when
No,
we were
well,
really
we
bad.
won last year, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, like 3-2 or something like that, or 2-0. No, I think we won last year there in Audi Field. It was one of those few games that we won in August as well, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, man, Atlanta's definitely. I mean, got to get some type of rhythm getting. Once they start getting the team back together, man.
Well, I think we should end with this because, like, our schedule in April, just go over real quick: at DC, at Charlotte, at home against Cincinnati, and then I mean, there's only one home game the entire month of April. Then you go back on the road and you play Miami, and then you play Montreal. Like that's definitely an interesting schedule. 4 out of 5 on the road, but they're not good teams. Like
They're
they're
not. I
overall. I
mean,
mean, Cincinnati's been looking a little bit better than that, but like
yeah.
who knows with Charlotte? Who knows with Charlotte? Yeah, I think it's still early, so I think that you'll be able to. I mean, they're going to try and beat Atlanta at home for sure, but hopefully we're much more well prepared. But then you go to May and 3 out of your 4 games are at home, so it's just interesting in general of what we're looking at there. And then like there's another huge break. I guess I don't even know what that break is because it's May 28th to June 19th. There's no games.
May 28th to June 19th.
Yeah, Atlanta doesn't play any games in between that time. I don't even know what that period of time would
Hmm.
be. I know maybe we got a week off or something, but that's still 22 days.
I mean, I know we're not in 2023 where we have like a whole month off because of that Nations League thing, or no, not Nations League, what's it called?
I don't know. I was just noticing that. I was just
Hmm.
going through the let's see here. May.
Yeah, because that's a good 3-week period.
Yeah, it's oh, there's like a Canadian championship in that period. The Canadian championships going on, but then there's games May 28th and then
I
May
mean, there's
20.
definitely going, or I mean, it depends. Like if Atlanta is in the U.S. Open Cup, but I know without a doubt. I mean, the U.S. Open Cup runs all the way until like basically the end of summer. So if they're still in that, I know they're
Yeah,
still
there's
probably
not.
gonna end up having.
Yeah, May 20. There's only one game in between May 29th and June 11th. Um, they just give everyone a break, and then I guess we have that week off too. So got an extra little mini week off. We got a 3-week break in the middle of the summer. So
Hmm.
that's nice to see. Oh, and last thing, I was just listening to Darren Eales on 99 the game, and he said that Emerson Hyman is practicing full with the team. So he's getting full practices in. So cheers to that. I mean, I think that if we can get him back, that just makes his depth even better.
Yeah, man. Yeah, the depth that we have, honestly, like you could definitely put out 2 teams out there that are able to go. Not maybe with the top teams, but like your top 11 without a doubt can go toe to toe with any of the top seeded teams on both conferences. Um,
Yeah, and also Darren Eales mentioned like this is like the first team in like a long time where like all these guys have goals, right?
yeah,
Like, I mean, I know Joseph's got a couple goals, but I mean, everybody else is scoring. Aruju, Uh,
8
and
goals
we
and
went back.
it's like 7 different goal scorers. That's what from what I saw. So I
Yeah,
mean, yeah, like you said,
Rosedu needs to get a goal. I would love him to get a goal. The
I
guy's done
know,
so
right?
much. He's my co MVP with Moreno. I think that those two guys have been MVPs. Like if we wanted to give like an MVP player of the month, I would give it to Moreno, even though he's got limited time. I think he's made an important difference in every single game that he's played so far. And then after that, then I would definitely say it was him because he's just in the midfield. He's just moving the ball forward. And he has so much confidence. But he's got to get a goal. I would love to see him get a goal. I think he deserves it. There was a couple
He
of
looks
chances
for it at
last year.
times, but it just doesn't come, man.
It never comes.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if there's anything else that you want to add before we leave, Tommy.
No, let's go USA.
Yeah, man. Hopefully they win, man. I don't fucking like Mexico. Hopefully my girl ain't hearing that.
Oh man, you're gonna be sleeping on the couch. I mean, you might be anyways. You might fall asleep on the couch with how late this game is. You may,
For sure.
That's my plan tonight. Is just to fall asleep on the couch watching this one. So
yeah, she heard me. I heard some mumbling outside. Fuck.
all right. Well, I guess we'll be back, and I guess I'm going to be in Florida the week after the DC game. If we do it early in the week, I'll be around. But if not, then we'll, be when I get back, we could talk about the Charlotte game and how we've started the month off with 6 points.
Yeah, hopefully, man. Hopefully that's the case. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, Fearless Sports Podcast on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Research the Spike on Twitter as well. Tommy, Let's Go Ducks 96. Tommy, you're on what you do the Twitter spaces as well. So
yeah, we do Twitter spaces for Dirty South Soccer after the games, like usually like 15, 20 minutes after the game. So hop on, come talk. I think we got like the three same people that come in and talk every time. So you're one of them now. So thank you.
yeah.
But yeah, we got to get some more people in here. We had some random guy like start talking about like his country. His country needed food and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, it was like our first person that hopped on. I was like, oh, this is already going to be crazy. But now I've just been in spaces like just crying about Matt Ryan and just about how I didn't want Deshaun Watson. Like I must have gotten murdered by so many people because I didn't want Deshaun Watson. Meanwhile, Karma here, all my friends were mocking me because I thought he was coming to Atlanta, and now he's in my city of Cleveland. And yeah, I hate the guy. Whatever. This isn't a football chat. I'll hop on some of the football chats on here and yell about this to the moon. But I miss you.
Yeah, man. Hey, at least he's closer to you now, man. You can go watch him closer now.
Yeah, I haven't even looked to see. I don't think they play in Cleveland this year, but I would love to go see Matt play with the Colts. He's going to be there for 2 years, so it should be it's be good to see him play. But
all right,
we freed Matt
Tommy,
Ryan.
man.
That's all we wanted. We freed Matt Ryan. He's now free of the 28-3 curse.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. All right, Tommy, man. Well, hopefully, there's some good Atlanta United news, man, coming in the next few weeks, man. And I'll see you next time, dude. And take care, dude, and have fun on your vacation in Florida, dude.
See ya.
All right, man.